another short and sweet where the reviews are short.
And it's really sweet that they shared it with us.
It's really sweet that the Hobgoods.
Patrons.
Yes, and friends, and travelers abroad.
World travelers. Carmen Sandiego's.
This Hard Truth Kentucky Straight Bourbon. It is 120.8 proof, and it is 5 years old.
Okay.
It is notated as sweet mash. And it says, distilled by Wilderness Trail. I don't know if they're just giving us a little extra not advertised facts.
Oh, I don't know. I have not. This will be my first experience with Hard Truth.
Well, that's a hard truth.
I like the proof.
The age ain't bad, especially if it's Wilderness Trail.
Oh, yeah.
We've had a 4.5 year. Wheat Science was around that age.
Was a blend of 4.5 years, and that was really good, if I do say so myself. Does it have a cult following? I don't know.
Does it have its own Instagram account? Maybe.
Maybe.
We made it.
We got coffee that was aged in barrels that held stout that was aged in the barrels that originally held the Wheat Science bourbon.
Short and sweet, Sarah.
Fine, it's short and sweet. It's on our website.
Ooh.
Oh, I was about to just drink it. That is some milk chocolate caramel goodness.
Yes, I was like, is it coffee or is it?
No, it's a Milky Way with that
Milk Duds.
I think it smells like a Milky Way with that whatever that
nougat?
It's not nougat. It's that fluffy stuff.
I don't know. Now I'm trying to think
Milky Way fluff filling.
Not Milk Duds, but the other Whoppers. This smells like Whoppers.
I don't get the malted milk ball. I'm getting more caramel, chocolate, and that Milky Way fluff.
Okay, there's no wrong answers.
That's what I would pair with this, except for yours. Yours is wrong.
Except yours. Yours is wrong. To your health.
I said it first.
Mine was implied, by the way. I said it. Well, there's no wrong answers in whiskey.
Would 100% pair this with a Milky Way.
Absolutely, what I said.
What are you?
And not her.
Team Milky Way or Team Whoppers? Tell us in the comments.
Whoppers, yes.
Well, I obviously know what you are.
Well, they're not tasting it, so they don't know.
It's a Milky Way.
It's a Whopper. The Hobgoods will weigh in.
We'll pin their comment, and they shall answer once and for all.
Yes. Now, 120.8 proof. That's surprising. I feel like this is maybe around 110.
It drinks very easy.
Drinks very easy. Not a super long finish though. I guess maybe that's that. I don't want to say young because 5. It depends on where it comes from.
Sure.
But
it's mature 5.
Yes, mature 5. It's not a regular 5. It's a cool 5. But let's get a second sip on our palate. Before we talk about this second sip, I want to pause and tell you about our home on the internet. It's whiskyambitions.com. It's where you can get the long sleeve that I'm wearing.
The coffee I mentioned earlier.
The coffee that you mentioned earlier. That's available there. Yes, the sweatshirt that you're wearing, hats.
This is Whisk.
Whisk. Glencairn's bottle cut candles, and a lot more that's always coming soon at whiskyambitions.com.
And you can become a patron at patreon.com/itsbourbonnight
like the Hobgoods.
and join us for as little as $1 a month, although you will not be forced to send us little samples, but they were kind enough to do that. That's where you can get discounts on that merch Chad was talking about, after the episode exclusives, barrel pick access, and more.
This was hand delivered, by the way.
Oh, now that's service.
So now we're going for a third sip, but that was my plan all along.
Really enjoying this. Maybe because it tastes like candy. Chocolate candy, not candy.
And I will say this, if the Wilderness Trail thing is true, not that I'm doubting it, but I'm just, not trying to like... Okay, just wanted to break in here for a second because we learned some things after we finished filming, and I want to fill you guys in. The Wilderness Trail thing is confirmed. What we're dealing with here is a single barrel that was contract distilled by Hard Truth at Wilderness Trail. It stayed at Wilderness Trail for a year, and then it spent the next 4 years up in Indiana at their distillery aging. And the story goes that they couldn't match the profile with their own distillate, so they released them as single barrels. So what we're dealing with here in this review is not going to be very typical of Hard Truth because it isn't their distillate, but it is part of a group of single barrels that they released at one point. Hard Truth, which is again in Indiana, they have been distilling since 2018, and at the end of 2021 they released their first rye that was their own. So this review will be of something that you probably can't find very easily anymore, but still, even though it's not their own stuff, it was contract distilled. That means their master distiller instructed Wilderness Trail on how they would like it to be made, and it's impressive enough for us to want to follow up with Hard Truth that they have distilled. So we're looking out for this distillery now. All right, back to the review. But if it is Wilderness Trail, distillery that we really, really love, it's not giving super Wilderness Trail vibes. So maybe it's contract distilled. It's different, but in a good way. Like I'm really liking this.
I pretty much drank all mine.
Yeah, I'm now more I drink it, third, fourth sip, I'm getting more of sort of a coffee bean, but also like a stout beer. Maybe it's
maybe like a mocha.
Mocha, yeah. I've been more on that malt tip for this one than you have, but I'm just getting more of that, and I'm really liking it.
Yeah.
Like a boozy hot chocolate.
Okay.
Malty hot chocolate.
You're really selling it. I'm enjoying it.
This is
I'm gonna
very
finish
enjoyable. Yes. And we've been hearing about Hard Truth. Like people have been saying you need to check out Hard Truth.
And we just say, shh, go away.
No. And you know, it's just there's a lot to try and discover out there, but I'm glad we have discovered.
We do have a budget.
Hard Truth now. Well, hey, that's where we better leave it. If you haven't subscribed to us already, you can do so by clicking right up here. There's suggestions of other videos down here. Hope to see you over there in one of those. This is a motion that I'm doing. Thanks, Sarah.
Thanks, Chad.
Thanks, Hobgoods. Until next time, I said thanks, Hobgoods. Drink more bourbon.